We send kids out to war, they come home as grown-up men and women.
Good. Yep. Good, 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 good. Yes, back, back. Whoop, back, back, back. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Heel. Yes, sit. Stay. Good. Come. Yes. Heel. Right? Good. Okay. Good. Yes. Heel. Yes. Okay, back. Yes. Yes. Pick that up. Good. Oh, almost. Pick that up. Good, 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 good. Yes. Oh, almost. Yes, good girl. Can you pick that up? Oh, yes. Good girl. Yes. Thank you. Good girl. I'm Sandra LaFlamme, Canines for Heroes. Why does the white table matter to all of us at Canines for Heroes? Mark LaFlamme, the original, the founder and still vice president of Canines for Heroes. Good, sit. Who has our original service dog, Allie. She's still working. We are doing it in honor of his friends, and he did have a couple of friends that were fellow combat veterans that did commit suicide. And in honor of, I know a little bit about what I'm doing about overcoming PTSD and a head injury because I had a head injury. We take the combination of that and give honor to the people who served us first, veterans and first responders. So you see, we're at a banquet today, and we did this quick little demonstration for you so that you would get the full effect of what a service dog does. It gets to know the handler, the recipient, and we're 100% effective. The dog isn't a pill, but it is a furry ball of fun, and it is prescribed. And it's with the family and that recipient for their entire life, serving them. Service dogs are a lot different. We match them up when they're about 8 weeks old and train with both of them so that that dog is attached to them, the scent that that person gives off, and really, really fabulous picks from the litter give us the opportunity to have a dog that right away bonds, catches that scent, and is with that person and sensing all of the things. And we train our recipients. Cowgirl. Good. Good, good. Sit. Good. We train our recipients to not only have a dog that they relate to, a dog that they've worked with before, but also a dog that they're 100% connected to. And it's a journey that brings 100% healing. I'm Sandra LaFlamme, Canines for Heroes. Thanks for joining us today for the white table ceremony that we had over Memorial Day. And a little talk from Linda Jo Hefner, who is a best-selling author, Tainted Seas, talking about what is important about Memorial Day. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Remember to subscribe, click, and hit that notification bell so we can keep doing what we do for you. Good girl. Yes.
And along those lines, you might have noticed a little table here in front of the stage. We'll have Helen Lamarzi come up and explain the significance of this table and what it means to us and here for you on Memorial Day. So I'll give Helen 5 to 10 minutes.
When you get a chance, I know it's very difficult for everybody to see this, but before you leave, take a look at this table. I'm going to read to you a description of what it represents. It was written by Margot Thies Raven, and it's called America's White Table. The table is to show our everlasting devotion and concern for our fallen and missing comrades. The cloth is white, it symbolizes the purity of their motives when answering the call to duty. The single red rose displayed in a vase remind us of the life and the blood that was shed, and their loved ones and friends who keep the faith and await answers. The vase is tied with a red ribbon, the symbol of our commitment and continued determination to account for our missing. A slice of lemon on the plate is to remind us of the bitter fate of those captured and missing in a foreign land. The salt is to remind us of the tears endured by those missing and their families who seek answers. The black napkin is a reminder of the isolation, deprivation, and the cruel fate of our missing. The glass is inverted to symbolize their inability to share this evening with us. The chair is empty and tilted. They are not here and will remain so until they return or are accounted for. You are not forgotten so long as there is one left in whom your memory remains. This table honors the men and women who served in America's armed forces. Thank you.
Can you please stand while we have a moment of silence? In memory of our neighbors who are no longer with us. And we'll have the drawing for the 50-50 after dessert. Let me introduce one of our residents, Linda Jo Hefner, who will talk about our program this afternoon.
Thank you, everyone, for coming today. For me, this is a very somber holiday. It's a time to remember our service personnel who wrote out a blank check with their lives, and their check was cashed far too soon. We often get two holidays mixed up. Veterans Day and Memorial. Our Veterans Day celebration at one time was called Armistice Day. This is for all veterans, living and dead. Veterans Day is for all veterans, living and dead, that served in our military. The difference now is when you go to Memorial Day, these are the folks that through their service or while they were in active duty or because of their service, they died. This is now going to include a new group of our Vietnam veterans and our Iraqi and our Iraq freedom veterans that were poisoned by our own government. So they would be included in our celebration. Again, Veterans Day is for all veterans, living or dead. Memorial Day celebrates, well, it's not a celebration, it remembers those whose checks were cashed. Unfortunately, when our government sends our young men and women out to war, we don't always provide for their care. We send kids out to war, they come home as grown-up men and women. Many of them are damaged. They see things that you should not see. And unfortunately, we are now catching up in providing that care, but a lot of times it's being privately supported by different groups. And one of the groups we're going to introduce you today is Canines for Heroes. Many of our veterans have seen things that leave them in shock. They might be paralyzed, confined to a wheelchair, have their mobility limited. Some of their scars you can't see, like PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. They carry those scars home. And I deal with veterans where PTSD has the dissolved their marriages, destroyed their relationships with their families. They cannot control this. And we really need to stress to do more. Now, Canines for Heroes is one of my favorite groups. I support them 100%. I feel like they're sister brother group to me. They have an event and I'm there. And they believe in the service dog as providing comfort for our veterans with PTSD. And they also train these service dogs to fulfill different actions that the vet cannot do, or the frontline workers.
Here I'm showing the agility of the dog. If you're walking around and moving in every direction, you want your dog to move in every direction. So someone with PTSD needs a dog that pays full attention to them. It's quite different than like a seeing eye dog for somebody who's blind that takes 1.5 years training, because that dog needs to listen for crosswalks, to be aware, and to guide that person. These dogs are trained to be everywhere with the recipient. That means if you're in the kitchen, the living room, in Lowe's or Home Depot, or even the grocery store, and you need to back up, that dog needs to back up. You don't need to be tripping over your dog. That's why we show all of these different directions, even walking backwards. I also show in the wheelchair so that you understand many people with PTSD can and do have mobility issues. So the dog is trained to be aware, pick things up, even turn lights on for them.